法拉加里啦，歡迎嚟到巴勒坦頻道。今日我嚟到中環嘅 Big House 嘅隔離，去參觀一間叫做 Tempo 嘅柔術館。OK， 咁今日咧我就嚟到中環呢一度，但係大家可能聽到我把聲咧就唔似喺街嗰度嘅，因為其實因為出現咗少少問題，因為我個 setting 嗰度咧，咁所以個咪嗰度咧，我而家係後製嘅。Tempo 嘅入口咧係喺隔離呢一個位，即係你見到下面嗰度咧就有個係啦，呢度有個位就寫住 Tempo 嘅。咁所以咧，其實你應該係由呢一個停車場嘅位咧，就行入去，然之後就透過頭先嗰部 lift 先上去嘅。OK， 咁我哋而家上到嚟 Tempo 呢度啦。咁你見到呢一塊板咧，其實就係佢哋嚟緊有啲咩嘅比賽啦，或者有啲咩嘅教學會教。咁你會見到嗰邊咧 chat list 嗰度咧好好笑嘅，因為咧如果有一啲同學佢覺得自己喺某一啲位或者某一啲技術唔好嘅，即係覺得好屎，咁所以咧佢就會寫低佢覺得自己好屎嗰個技術咧，就寫咗上去。咁然之後咧，阿 Fabio 佢就會教嘅，就 based on 佢哋寫低嘅嘢。好啦，咁然之後咧，你會見到呢一部 lift 嘅。咁嗱，呢一部 lift 咧，就係頭先我一打開門，然之後行去裡面咧有一部貨 lift。咁咧呢部貨 lift 好好笑嘅，一打開之後咧，你就會見到個柔術館㗎啦。咁即係好似去咗第二度空間咁樣咯。咁一打開咧就會見到個 mat 啦，就好似而家我嘅鏡頭呢一個位咁樣嘅。其實嗰道館都算大嘅，咁你見到即係四四方方啦，就然之後以灰色白色為主啦。咁大概都可以嗱，我上次喺嗰度打過，大概都可以10 pair 人嘅可以入到去10 pair 人度。咁你會見到其實有好多呢一啲藝術品啦，我哋叫或者係一啲畫作啦。咁其實我嗰陣時候即見到 Tempo 呢一個館咧，呢一個都係吸引我嘅地方嚟嘅，因為其實佢有好多呢一啲咁樣嘅藝術嘢咧，就感覺上好似喺一個畫廊裡面打柔術咁樣。咁所以我就覺得幾得意喎呢間館，同埋都白白淨淨咁樣，好靚，好整潔，好簡約風啦，我哋叫做佢咁樣。咁個 mat 咧其實係 standard 啦，都係一啲 standard 嘅柔術 mat 啦。咁點解我會成日都講係咪 standard 嘅柔術 mat 咧？咁你見到咧嗱，裡面嗰度咪有啲藍色係啊？呢啲咧其實呢一啲咧係唔係 mat 嚟嘅？呢啲係純粹一啲叫軟墊嘅嘢，但係會偏硬嘅。咁所以有一啲唔係真係打柔術嘅地方咧，咁佢可能就用咗呢啲嚟代替咯。咁嚟呢度沖涼嘅地方啦，咁沖涼嘅地方其實都算乾淨嘅，因為沖涼嘅地方對我嚟講咧都好重要。咁最緊要就唔會有嗰啲水漬啊、污漬啊，或者好多塵啊，甚至乎有一啲可能有味嘅，因為始終個通風系統冇咁好咧，咁佢可能會有陣噏味咯，有陣時候。咁但係呢個 OK 嘅。好啦，咁我而家開始準備啦，我係可以準備拍攝。咁嚟緊咧，我就會做一個即係同阿 Fabio 做訪問啦，咁然之後去了解下佢，同埋了解下間館嗰個文化係點樣啦。咁希望大家中意啦，咁繼續睇落去啦。
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's recording. Yes. No, it's recording. Okay. Hello guys. 咁啱啱 set 咗場啦，其實我今日有少少緊張嘅，因為咧今次咧係我第一次咧用廣東話去，唔係用英文去做一個 interview， 因為我啲英文又唔係好好喎。
It's good. It's really good.
I hope the audience can understand. OK， 唔好意思，我哋已經開始咗。
Sorry, I interrupted.
No. OK， 咁其實因為今次我哋嚟即係應該話我嚟 Tempo 咧就拜訪阿 Fabio 啦。咁佢係識講少少中文，咁但係咧就英文會好啲啦。咁所以我哋今日呢個 interview 就會用英文嘅 ，OK。咁好啦 ，Let's start in English from now. I'm shitting now. OK, just want to ask, is it you're Hong Kongese or how is it
No, not Hong Kongese. Chinese. So from Australia, but my mum's from Guangzhou.
Okay, so you speak Cantonese as well.
Yeah. So I'm supposed to be able to speak Cantonese. Because my family speak Cantonese. My mum and dad speak Cantonese, and they speak Cantonese to me.
But you teach in English as well, right?
Yeah, I teach all in English here in Central. But there were more people where I would speak Cantonese to. Or there were some people that couldn't speak English that well that I would speak Cantonese. And that was great for me because I got to practice my Cantonese.
Yeah.
But in the last 2 years, I just done like 0 Cantonese.
OK， 所以如果大家即係觀眾啦，有睇緊呢條片嘅話咧，咁嚟到 Tempo 想學嘅話咧，就唔使擔心嘅，因為 Fabio 其實佢識講廣東話嘅。OK。So today I prepared some questions, and I would like to ask you to let our audience understand more your gym and yourself as well.
Yeah,
okay,
sure, man.
So let's start.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. The first question is why and when you started Jiu-Jitsu? I mean, not Tempo, Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, right. I started when I was about 18, 19. I think I was straight out of high school, so not super young. 18 in Melbourne I started, so 30 now, so 12 years of Jiu-Jitsu so far.
12 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so you started Jiu-Jitsu for 12 years and you start from Australia. Okay, so you back here, and when you back here, you establish your gym already, or you just teaching in some gym first?
I didn't start Jiu-Jitsu straight away here. So when I moved here 4 years ago, I got my black belt in Australia, and I was coaching a little bit in Australia as well at a gym called Immersion, where my coaches that gave me my black belt are from, or they opened up. But I was an engineer, so I was a civil engineer. So I went to uni, I got a job, and I was working as an engineer, civil engineer in Melbourne. Did it for about 3-4 years, and when I moved to Hong Kong about 4 years ago, about like 2019, I was still working as an engineer, just remotely, but I was looking to take a break from that. So I didn't really want to do it anymore, and so I sort of stopped, and then I was freelancing at a few gyms around Hong Kong.
I see.
So I was coaching at like Wan Chai Fight Club. I was doing some of the lunch classes there in the morning classes, and then at Kowloon Jiu-Jitsu.
I see. And then you open up you establish your gym.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question is, what's mean Tempo? I just explained it. As you know, Hong Kong tissue Tempo. And I thought, is this coincidence or?
It's a coincidence. It's not the reason. Maybe I should just tell people it's the reason. Maybe I should be like, it's from the toilet brand. Nah, it's not from the. It was. I was when the gym that I was managing closed down, and I continued running the classes. I just I didn't really know what to call the gym. I just knew that I didn't want it to be my name because I didn't want to be. I didn't really want it to be my gym. I just wanted to be a gym, and I thought I wanted something that would be like vague but open to sort of everyone. It's not like I didn't want it to be too aggressive, or I didn't want it to be like killer jiu-jitsu or something like that. And the reason Tempo is, the way I think about jiu-jitsu and Tempo and training is that a lot of my philosophy, or the way that my style of learning is like being very controlled in how you practice. So controlling whether you're doing a really slow pace or a fast pace or everything in between. So I don't necessarily think it's the best to train at like 100% intensity. So I think controlling tempo is very important, not just in not just in competition, but also in like training.
Okay.
Being able to control like your intensity or speed. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like similar to like.
Okay. So tempo's the word, because I'm not sure the word.
Oh, the word itself.
The word itself is speed, right? Tempo.
Yeah, exactly.
Timing.
Yeah. So I used to like play piano as well. So like tempo is like to me it's like the speed, or like it doesn't have to be fast, but it can be slow. Tempo doesn't mean it just means like speed and timing.
Okay, I got it now.
Yeah.
Because I thought tempo before I know how to spell. I think tempo, the tempo.
Oh yeah.
Because I saw the how do I say that?
The fan?
The fan, yeah.
So it's funny. It's just my poor design. It's not actually a fan.
Okay, it's not okay. Sorry.
So it's everyone says it. Everyone thinks it's a fan. It's supposed to be a metronome.
Okay, the tempo.
Exactly. Like a rocky metronome.
I got it.
But with my poor design, it looks like a fan.
But it's good. It's good. Okay, the next question is it tempo focused more in no-gi?
Yeah, that's your question. You asked me before, and not necessarily, not really. If you sort of have a look at the schedule, it's really the split between no-gi and gi classes is. I actually don't really know right now. I think it's more like 60% no-gi.
Okay.
Or like it's almost half. Maybe a little bit more no-gi to gi.
Okay.
So we're not focused more on no-gi. But we have some guys and girls that just do no-gi, but we also have some people that just do gi.
Okay. My next question is, I saw your schedule. There's a class named leg lock classes.
Yeah.
So why only focus on leg lock? I mean, how where you come from this idea?
The idea first came at Kowloon Jiu-Jitsu.
Really?
That's why I asked you before whether you ever did my classes, because I used before Tempo, and when I first arrived in Hong Kong, I was freelancing and coaching at Kowloon Jiu-Jitsu, which if any of you guys are in the area or want to train, like I highly recommend going to Kowloon Jiu-Jitsu. Great gym. Taki-san, the owner, great guy. Really good gym, really good vibe. When I was first coaching there, it was mainly for myself.
Okay.
Pretty selfish. I'd not done a lot of no-gi leg locks about 3-4 years ago, and so I started learning it. But I just wanted more partners that I can practice and they can do it to me. So I actually started a leg lock class. The leg lock class originated in Kowloon Jiu-Jitsu. So I used to do that on Tuesday nights, every Tuesday when I used to coach, and I would just teach leg locks, heel hooks, knee bars, toe holds, whatever in the no-gi sessions there.
Okay.
And it was pretty popular. It went really well, and like people wanted to learn it. It was just for me to learn, but I felt like in Hong Kong, or at least in Kowloon Jiu-Jitsu, no one was really doing it.
Right.
And actually about 3-4 years, that was pretty late into the game. A lot of people were already starting to do the heel hook already. Yeah. So I just wanted to bring everyone up to speed. And then I just continued it here. So we kept it the same day, Tuesday nights, leg locks, but it's just here now.
Okay, so it's good because if you play no-gi, leg lock technique is must.
Yeah.
You need to know, no matter what.
Yeah.
And also, actually, I want to talk about the no-gi technique. So, since we're talking now, I can bring some my ideas. Because leg locks for beginners, they don't know how to do the leg locks. So many times they don't know how to tap, and they don't know how to apply the leg lock to the others. So, or they will hurt themselves, or they will hurt somebody else, because they don't have that knowledge.
Yeah.
And they want to do, I saw ADCC, I saw blah blah blah, and they do leg lock, so fun, so cool. I want to do leg lock, and break someone next, or they break their own legs by themselves.
Yeah.
So since you have the leg lock class, which is I mean it's very I want to say thanks for having that class, and this is very good for beginners.
I mean, obviously I teach techniques in the leg lock class, but I think one of the best things about the leg lock class is that the environment is a safe one.
Right.
I think everybody, from the beginning, it was always like, like you said, there's a lot of danger to leg locks if you don't do it properly or if you're in a bad environment.
Yes.
But I'm pretty proud that everyone, like, if you come to a leg lock class here, it's like everyone knows about the dangers of it.
Yes.
So even if you don't know, as long as I know, I can let go or I can tap early.
Yeah.
And that's
the
what's
partner.
important.
The partner is very important.
Yeah. So I think everyone here is pretty good at like just understanding the dangers.
Yeah. So that's what. Let me speak in Cantonese.
Yeah, sure.
其實因為 leg lock 嗰度咧，如果你有一個好嘅 partner 咧，咁其實你可以即係你打腳嘅時候咧就會安全啲咯，因為對方識啊嘛，咁佢會知道我去到邊個位我應該放，你就算唔 tap 嘅話，我都會放，等你冇整傷自己咯。咁又或者你整到即係你開始做嗰個招數嘅時候，如果你揀嚟嘅話咧，對方佢識嘅話咧，佢會話俾你聽，喂唔好咁做，因為咁樣做咧係會整親人，你唔係咁樣係一個正確方法嘅，咁可以講翻俾你聽咯。所以個 partner 好重要，咁所以 Fabio 佢呢個leg lock class 咧，咁我覺得就可以揾到呢一啲比較有經驗嘅 partner 去練 leg lock，咁就會安全啲咯。Okay, so let's move forward for to the last questions. I think most of the audience want to know is how is the belt level proportion in Tempo? That means how many color belt? I mean the proportion of color belts, higher belts, and beginners. How is the proportion?
Yeah. I would say that we have a very good mix.
Okay.
I don't think we're like heavy on the senior or too heavy on the junior. I think we have a very good mix of higher, medium, and lower belts or beginner belts.
Okay.
We have a lot of beginners, but then we also have a lot of visitors we've got our own sort of senior belts. We've got a few black belts, brown belts, purple belts, but we also have a lot of visitors that come in.
Okay.
Some from like Kowloon Jiu-Jitsu or other gyms that come in that are more senior belts as well. So I always find that even though maybe if you just looked at Tempo like members, maybe we'd have a little bit more junior belts.
Okay.
But the visitors help mix the top level. So we always in general like have a pretty good mix.
Okay, so it's good. So if someone is new, they come here, they can find a similar level and some higher level as well.
Yeah.
You can find all belt level here.
Yeah, and I think it's important to have. You want to have. I think as a gym, you want to have a very good mix of people.
Right.
You don't. I don't think it's not great to have just high level, or especially obviously if you have just a lot of junior belts that don't have high people to roll with.
Right.
But I think it's good.
No, because sometimes, I mean, if I'm the audience, I'm the customer, I want to find some new gyms. Mm-hmm. If the gym is too new, so there's member maybe it's all beginners.
Yeah.
Or maybe some gym is very historical, let's say, or very old already, and lack of members. So most of the member we stay is the higher belts.
Yeah.
Because they don't have new members.
Yeah.
So that's why I ask these questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So to the interview is until here. All the question I think is very useful to the audience to understand how this Tempo is. And thank you so much for the timing.
Thank you, man.
Okay. So I have three questions. It's not about the Jiu-Jitsu. Okay. This is a secret questions. Yeah. Okay. So the first question is, beside Jiu-Jitsu, what hobby do you have?
Oh man, what hobby do I have? I don't think I have any hobbies.
Don't say like a Paulo Miao.
No,
I don't trust that.
It's putting me on the spot. Outside of Jiu-Jitsu, what do I do?
Nothing. Play games.
I think I used to play a lot. Like I used to play basketball, but now that I'm doing Jiu-Jitsu, basketball.
Basketball. Okay.
But
it's not doesn't necessary to be sport. Any hobbies?
Yeah, I guess I just try to find time outside of Jiu-Jitsu to like just hang out with friends and just like go out. Still, I still feel like there's lots of like Hong Kong that I haven't explored. So just like going out, maybe traveling a little bit more this year.
Okay.
I can be. I guess now that
but this is
pretty
not
boring now.
Yeah, this is not hobby. This is what you want to do, but. Hobby, I mean.
Like I literally do not now. I don't have anything that I consistently do. I think I do random things here and there.
Okay.
But I don't have
Okay, no, this guy.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Shit answer. Damn it. Terrible answer.
No, it's okay. Okay, the second question is, What's any food that you never want to eat it?
That I never want to eat.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
No matter what, I don't want to eat it.
I'm pretty adventurous with what I eat. There's not much that I won't eat or won't try.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say I'd like to think that I'd try everything.
Try everything?
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless
for example-
you can name me something that I won't eat.
Okay, 臭豆腐.
I like tofu.
You like tofu?
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, organs?
Yeah, I
mean,
love organs.
you love organs?
Yeah, love ngao.
Okay. Okay, so you eat mostly?
Yeah, I'll eat it. I'll pretty much eat anything.
I know. Do you know 牛鞭?
No. Is that? What's that? Is that testicle?
No, the penis of the cow.
Depends how you prepare it. Maybe I'll eat it.
Okay. So the last question is, if you quit Jiu-Jitsu, you quit teaching Jiu-Jitsu, and beside engineering, what kind of job you want to try? Let's say try.
It's a good question. What would I like to do if I wasn't doing?
It doesn't matter if you have that certification or not. You can choose even lawyer, doctor, everything.
Oh, anything. I could be anything.
Yeah. What kind of job you want to try?
What would I like to try? Okay. Either, I don't know, throwing it out there now, maybe pilot or surgeon. Let's do that.
Surgeon?
Yeah, dicing into people.
Oh, okay.
Obviously couldn't do it, but yeah.
Okay. Maybe. Who's know? You're very young now. Okay, who's know? Okay. So anyway, thank you so much for the time today.
Thanks, man.
And yeah, hope we can see you next time. Maybe
Come in, train more. Yeah, it would be great.
Okay. So 我哋下一集見啦。Say in Cantonese.
咩？講咩啊？
講咩啊
？Any Cantonese?
Yes, in Cantonese. I don't know.
What do you say at the end of interviews in Cantonese?
Okay, so just cut me.
I was trying to think. How do you say next time? We'll see. 咩事件啊？
乜出嘅？
下次見啊！下次見啊！下次見。OK。下次見。OK。shit.